An armed conflict between Israel and Hamas-led Palestinian militant groups has been taking place chiefly in and around the Gaza Strip since the 7th of October 2023. On that day, Palestinian militant groups launched a surprise attack on southern Israel from the Gaza Strip, initiating the most significant military escalation in the region since the Yom Kippur War 50 years earlier. After clearing Hamas militants from its territory, the Israeli military embarked on an extensive aerial bombardment of the Gaza Strip, followed by a large-scale ground invasion beginning on the 27th of October. Clashes have also occurred in the Israeli-occupied West Bank and with Hezbollah along the Israel-Lebanon border. The hostilities constitute the fifth war of the Gaza-Israel conflict since 2008, part of the broader Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The war began when Hamas-led Palestinian militant groups launched a surprise offensive against Israel named Operation Al-Aqsa Flood. The attack began when a barrage of several thousand rockets were fired into Israel, while around 3,000 militants breached the Gaza-Israel barrier and attacked neighboring Israeli communities and military bases. During this attack, 1,139 Israelis and foreign nationals were killed, including 766 civilians and 373 security forces personnel, while 253 Israelis and foreigners were taken captive to the Gaza Strip, with the stated goal to force Israel to release Palestinian prisoners. In response, Israel declared a state of war, tightened its blockade and launched Operation Swords of Iron, with the stated goals of destroying Hamas and freeing the hostages. Analysts suggested that Palestinian frustration at Arab-Israeli normalization, despite the ongoing blockade of Gaza, and rising settler violence in the West Bank, contributed to the attack by Hamas. Hamas said its attack was in response to the continued Israeli occupation of the Palestinian territories, the blockade of the Gaza Strip, the expansion of illegal Israeli settlements, the alleged Judaization of the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and the plight of Palestinian refugees and prisoners. Since the start of the Israeli operation, more than 29,878 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza, including 6,000. 12,000 militants, over 12,300 children, 152 UN staff members, 70 journalists, and 8,400 women, with another 7,000 people missing and presumed dead under the rubble of destroyed buildings. According to Gaza's health ministry, children make up 43% of total deaths, and women and minors make up 3/4. By mid-December, Israel had dropped 29,000 munitions on Gaza, destroying or damaging 70% of homes in the Strip. Experts say that the scale and pace of destruction in Gaza is among the most severe in modern history. A humanitarian crisis has developed in the Gaza Strip, with healthcare in a state of collapse, shortages of food, clean water, medicine and fuel due to the blockade, electricity and communications blackouts, and the UN warning of potential famine. It was widely reported that there is no safe place in Gaza as Israel struck areas it had previously told Palestinians to evacuate to. The widespread civilian deaths have led to accusations of war crimes against both Israel and Hamas. Nearly all of Gaza's 2.3 million population have been internally displaced, and around 500,000 Israelis were internally displaced, while thousands of Palestinians have been detained by Israel, and Israel has lost 225 additional soldiers in its invasion as of the 4th of February 2024.